Hey guys, welcome to my channel, A Guiding Light. My name is Candice. Before we get started, look in the description box below my video for any additional information that you may want to look into about the channel, my email address, any Patreon information. If it's not there, it will be there soon. People ask about donations, so donation information is in there. And to please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's a way of giving back and returning the energy and as gratitude for the time and energy I put into this. So please help with that, especially if this helps you or resonates with you. Okay. Um, for who this is for, it's somebody who had one path of way of things going on, something that you cared about, whether it could be a person, a job, a creation, a lifestyle, a way of being, a way of seeing yourself, a belief system. It doesn't matter. It's something that was going some path outside of you, something that you cared about in this world. So I guess it still could be like a belief inside of you, maybe how you bring yourself into this world, how you see the world. I don't really know. But it's being blocked. It can't be any longer, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, I don't even know. But it's done. It can't be anymore, and that is done. You're being presented with a new opportunity to create something new. And I think there's a little bit of right now where you're kind of overwhelmed with either what do I want to create, or I don't know how to go about creating this, whether it's literally in the creating of it, whether it's going from one way of being to another. I don't really know. That it's general. So take what fits and leave the rest, apply it to however it applies. But I feel like this could be overwhelming to you, where you end up feeling overburdened. You end up feeling like people are just coming at you, like it's just all kind of too much, and you don't really know what to do. You feel like in a lower vibrational energy, like you need to protect yourself, or it's just overwhelming, honestly. And just there's too many things coming at you. And this could be in so many different ways. It could be like financially. It could be people who don't understand what you're going through. It could be um, judgment. I mean, it could be whatever. It doesn't matter. It could be your own thoughts and beliefs. But it could be people not liking what you're doing, or agreeing what you're doing, or trusting what you're doing, even if they have the best of intentions. It could be you going into this new lifestyle and A, there's too many options and you don't know what you want, or B, as you're going into it, you have to watch certain parts of your old life crumble and fall. It could be so many different things, but either way, that path, the old path is being blocked. It's something you can't return to, and you need to start anew. And you're really being asked to trust how things are going to unfold and trust the process, and don't kind of get caught up in your head about it, because that's really what's going to put you in that lower vibrational energy of I don't know what to do, and maybe there's an attachment that you need to release, or um, just getting caught in your head about how things should look and what's happening, and maybe even like facing your fears, or um, it feels lower vibrational. So I don't know if that's even a cycle. Like if you're trying to leave a lack mentality and go into an abundant mentality, I don't know if the universe is trying to push you in that. I'm not really sure. But don't get caught up in your head about overthinking things and trying to control things and allowing all of that that you can't control to end up controlling you. Or that, like, say, are all the lower vibrational thoughts and old belief systems that keep you stuck in that old mentality or in that old vibration, right? Like you're going to see all those things creeping up. And probably more of like thoughts. It could be energies and feelings. And a lot of times thoughts do create feelings and then energies. But you're going to see a lot of those thought and belief patterns that kind of creep up during this time. So, observe them, try not to attach to them or judge them, but also don't let them trap you or pull you back into something that you were trying to get out of, or something that you just can't go back to it, whatever it may be. And that's probably going to be hard in some ways, to not try to control it, to not kind of have a higher vibrational thought about it. Like you are going to have to sit there and look at them. You are going to have to notice them. And then, yeah, you could decide you are still empowered, but some of them you're just going to have to like watch it and release it and give it to God, give your highest self. Some of it you may know immediately, oh yeah, I need to let go of that. Some of it you might be like, I have no idea what to do about this. This seems important, but I don't know. And some of it I don't know. Like you're going to have to find that balance between what to take action on and what to still believe in, and what to not take action on and what not to believe in. Because some of those things that once seemed important, and some things you may not even realize until they happened, how much they kept you in that kind of way of being, or I don't want to say trap, but like trap of whatever it was. And you might have even cared about it at one point. It might have been important to you at one point. It might have been a certain belief system at one point that's held a lot of things in place. And a lot of those things you might see going away and have to question them and the reality of them, and if they are realistic for you, if they still serve you. They could be a reality. The universe is multiple and like abundant enough to hold multiple. I can't talk. The universe is abundant enough to hold multiple realities, so it could still be a reality. But do you want it to be your reality? Is it a reality that you want to support? Is it a type of matrix that you want to be in? And there's some things you're going to have to see of what supports that structure to that reality. And if you don't want to be in it, or you're trying to level up or create a new reality, create something new, some of those beliefs and thoughts and ways of being are not going to be allowed or be supported in the new way of what you're doing. It's going to be different. So you're not going to be able to like keep all of them. It's not either something you're going to be able to hold on to or even be like needed or a reality in that. I don't know. This is a general message. So, but you're going to watch them happening and just be careful to try to not have them kind of suck you into the trap of it thought wise. Remember that the universe, all this is working out in your favor, and it will rebalance in a way that works out better for you, more abundant for you, and happier for you. It's just going to take a lot of trust and a lot of reassessment, and maybe even a lot of defending what you're doing and why you're doing it, or whether it's people not with good intentions, some with good intentions, and just a letting, like there's like a need to let go, or just allow it to be. Like do the best you can, stay connected to God in your highest self, but allow it to unfold, because a new reality and a new world is forming. it is going to come to a rebalance. It's like if you're sitting there, right, and you're sitting there in the middle of a reality, and all of a sudden it starts shifting and morphing to a new reality. You're going to see all these pieces kind of like flying around and doing all this stuff. And you're like, wait, I needed that. Wait, what about this? Wait, what about this? You're going to be like, whoa, whoa. And so I'm not saying not to do anything. Definitely like work with your highest self and God, but you're going to have to kind of watch all this kind of passing by you and happen in a non-attached way, while still checking in to see, like, for guidance, like, what do I need to think about? What do I need to take action on? What is in my highest good? But there's going to be a lot of that just moving where you're like, that's probably why there's the whole energy of being overwhelmed or overburdened or feeling like everything is coming at you, or it's just like, whoa, 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 and you're just like, oh, you're just watching it all happen. And some of it's just like, and some of it's like, it might be hard for you to just let go of and watch it happen. You know what I mean? But it's like you're watching it and then it comes back to and forms a picture again. And it's a different picture though. And it looks better. It functions better for you. It is more of an abundant and free kind of feeling and thought process. And it just looks better and it feels better, and it's a new form of creation, and it creates even more abundance, and it creates even it's just trusting while something is coming apart or dismantling to come back together and end up better for you. And because you don't know everything or have all the pieces to the puzzle, you don't have that like universal knowledge kind of thing. I mean, you can get more of it by tapping in, but even then, you still got to trust and have faith. It's being built in a way that, like, you didn't even know you wanted it, or you didn't even know you needed it, but it just comes back together and unfolds beautifully for you. The process might be a little bit rough in the meantime, especially if those kind of mental energies kind of come in and make you doubt, or kind of bring you in a fear-based energy, or no, that energy that kind of creates that structure is going to have to release. So as that energy is releasing, you're going to feel and see that energy and those thoughts coming about, and that's where you're really going to have that discernment and be checking in with your highest self and God and your guides to kind of guide you through that process of when to sit back and let go, and when to come in and move and do something, because it's probably going to be a little bit of a wild ride, especially in the sense that it's going to make you kind of see and come face to face with a lot of those beliefs, especially fearful beliefs, but beliefs that create that reality. Whether you're laterally moving or going up, considering the fact it's going to be better than where you were, I'm guessing it's a level up. So a lot of those lower vibrational energies and thoughts are going to have to be like seen. I mean, I guess you could check out. I don't really know. It's going to be kind of impossible because there's some things you are going to have to do, but you don't want to check out. Like, it's highest form of viewing this. It's going to be interesting to see, because there's going to be parts of it that you're like, yeah, okay, I get it. And then there's going to be other parts of it where, like, you're not going to realize how ingrained those things were, those beliefs and those ways of being and those fears, and how much really, like, they controlled you, and how much you identified yourself or your view of yourself or how you present yourself, or just how much of your identity, maybe even, and how you do view yourself or how you worry about others viewing yourself, whatever, is like wrapped around all of that, or how much your safety in the world was wrapped around that. Or honestly, there's like a million things we can go about this, but it's going to be at best interesting for you to kind of watch and just be like, and you're going to have to do some work doing that, of course. You know, some of it you're just going to let go of. Some of it you're going to have a hard time doing it. Some of it you're going to have to go sit with yourself on and really see where you sit, and does it serve you, and does it serve where you're trying to go and what you're trying to build. But now is not really also a time to think limiting thoughts on what you're trying to build. You're asked to put your most abundant view of what you could build and what you could do, and trust that that's going to come together for you, because your old way is being blocked and your new way is set forth before you, and you're being asked to create it. You can't go back. What do you create? And this is the time to really, like, go for it. You know, this is the best time to go for it. And it's just going to be a wild ride, you know? Like, I mean, some people are just going to be like, and have so much fun during it. Bless their souls. Like, I'd probably be like a middle road person, you know, where I'm just like, some things I'm like, oh, okay. And some things I'm going to be like, oh my God. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to say your name in vain. Like, it's going to be crazy, you know, and you're really going to have to sit with it and look at it. And not only does it sound like your life is going to reform, but it sounds like so are you. Because some of those things you're going to have huge attachments into, or huge thoughts about, and just who are you. And it doesn't sound like a lot of those beliefs and thoughts can go with you to your new reality. So it's probably going to be a lot, you know, mentally and spiritually and emotionally. So just make sure you have a lot of your tools in place and your resources, and you take time for yourself if you need it, and always connect your highest self in God. But know and have faith that it's unfolding and it's going to come back together, and it's going to rebalance and be more abundant and more happy and better than it was before. It's just going to be a little chaotic during it, especially if you really try to hold on to a lot. Hold on to a lot of a reality. Hold on to the way things look. Hold on to even a certain, like, do you need to have a certain status to feel okay? Or, like, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? You're just going to see how ingrained it is in your thoughts, in your beliefs, and in your identity, and in your feelings of safety, and realize also how many of those beliefs and energies and stuff of that sort are, like, what really does it take to hold that reality in place? What does it really take to hold that? Like, say you're leveling up to a higher vibrational matrix or something, right? Like, what really does it take to hold that in place? Because it's a structure, it's masculine, so it's got to form the structure to the energy that makes it so. And if you're going to another one what, and it's lower vibrational. So what are those thoughts? What are those beliefs? What are those worries? What are those fears that allows people and situations to be held there? And so a lot of that's going to be presented for you. But nonetheless, show up, do what you can do, uh, create what it is you truly want in your heart. This isn't a time to hold back and don't think low vibrational or fear based. And show up, let the universe handle the rest for you. Connect your highest self and God to kind of help you energetically and guidance wise and perspective wise, especially to help you through this as you're transitioning to your new reality and your new you, and have faith that it's going to rebalance and come back together better than it was before. And be willing to face those parts of you and your reality and what it is you want to create for yourself. And maybe what it is that's even realistic for you, or what it is that you even deserve. But at the very least, stay flexible and stay connected, because you're going to need a little bit of assistance during this time, especially when you start to get a little overwhelmed. But you are safe, it's okay, and it is going to come back together and rebuild better than it was before. Okay? I love you guys. Thanks for walking this journey with me, and I'll be seeing and talking to you soon.